Hello and good day everyone, and welcome to a video about Guild Wars 2. Now, me and a fair few friends have actually, we've been playing the Guild Wars 2 beta, which has been happening this weekend. We all pre-purchased the game and actually managed to get into the game in the beta. So, I mean, this series, I'm going to be doing a fair few videos on it, just showing some gameplay footage and that sort of stuff. Highlights on what I've been doing over the past weekend. I probably got about 20 million hours of footage, but that's not all going to go up. And we're just basically going to be talking about how we felt about the game, what we did, what we found kind of interesting. And as you can probably tell, this video itself is going to be showing the character creation. So we may as well start at that point. Now, the character creation is kind of interesting. Obviously, the first thing you do is you pick your race, and we all kind of started with Norns, so we could like play together. Since then, we've all sort of gone off and done other races as well, just to try them out.
Also because Norns are boring.
Yeah. Gora himself, not such a fan of the Norns.
Nope.
And everyone picking female, just cause.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
did all end up being female as well.
Except for that one time where I made a male human and got called gay by Greg.
Yeah. So I started off being a Mesmer. The character creation is kind of weird because unlike most games, it's very pretty. The whole thing is quite stylized. The backgrounds are actually interesting in some way rather than just a set thing. They change as you scroll through the menu. But
Yeah,
as
I
per
did-
usual...
I did really like the menu design. I know it's a really small thing, but the menu design in Guild Wars 2 is absolutely amazing. It's so simple, but so good.
It's
That's
sort
like the
of...
login screen.
Login screen.
Yeah. We are all very familiar with the login screen. We did get kind of stuck there for several hours trying to log in over the weekend. Not at once, thankfully.
I think I got most comfortable with the screen that said cannot complete current transaction. I think that was my most comfortable screen.
Yeah, but at least they made them a quite nice thing to look at. Even the login screen is quite nice.
We run out of music.
Yeah, great music.
And the music is very good as well. So yeah, it's sort of weird in a way because you got quite a lot of customization, but at the same time, not as much as some games. Like you've got a lot of tattoos and stuff was the main thing Norn do.
But for an MMO, you have a lot of customization.
Yeah. At least in comparison to the older ones. Some of the newer ones, you've got ridiculous customization. I didn't really go into the full customization of the face, but those options are there. Did any of you
I
really do
did.
that?
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of like a Sims game. You know, the way you can customize them, like make the face bigger, smaller, eyes bigger, smaller, angles.
I was gonna say it kind of reminds me of Oblivion, like back when Oblivion came in, and it's just sliders everywhere.
Sliders which do very little, but at the same time make your face look so weird if you don't use one of the presets.
I was about to say that it's like you can make a normal looking face, and then like all you has to do is like tweak like 2 sliders, and you're just looking at like the most disfigured human you've ever set your face on.
I think my human's got some kind of squashed pug face. Try not to like the sliders too much.
Little upturned nose, saggy ears. It's a bit odd. Yeah, I mean there are some fairly decent presets. They've got quite a good range at least. Got scar options, that sort of stuff. It's kind of...
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not too bad, and
I think at the same time they're kind of forced into going to having a character creator in this with at least this much detail because even though in the past, like the big example is obviously World of Warcraft, that the character creation in that is basically non-existent. It's so basic, and at this point in time, gaming, you can't have that anymore. You have to have more customization. I mean, just look at Terra. Terra has like a ton. That's a game that's coming out recently. I'm not actually sure when that launches.
I think it's available now. You know.
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah, but
Not I know what you mean.
Like, I find customization of my character quite a big thing. Like, I didn't go into it a great deal here. Like, probably when the game actually comes out, I'll go into it a lot more, go through more of the options and stuff. But I like having a character, which it's kind of weird, but I will happily spend an hour sitting there customizing my character just so it looks good. And in a lot of games now, when you've just got a button that you press right and about 4 options, that's not really good enough for me. It's sort of a bit
I 100% agree with that.
So yeah, I mean, there's the colours are a bit limited. They're a bit weird in some ways as well. Like on the hair, some of the hair options where you've just got hair, it's a bit weird because you think at least the secondary colour.
I remember asking you that. I had to ask you, I was like, what does the second colour do? Because I couldn't tell if it was doing anything.
Yeah, the second colour in a lot of games will like put highlights in the hair, but in this, like, as you can see, it's simply just the accessories, so headbands and that sort of stuff will change colour.
It's weird because it still gives you the colour option even if you don't have anything in effect, which is like kind of misleading and confusing.
Yeah, it would be nice if you had the option to sort of put highlights in your hair and stuff, because you've just got a bland, flat hair if you've got one of the hairs which doesn't have one of those headbands.
I know you brought up about the colour selection being quite limited. It's quite a muted colours as well. Like, they're all quite dull.
Yeah, there's no real bright colours.
I'd say it's kind of like it's the two extremes. You have really muted colours and then you have really bright colours, and you don't have anything in between.
Yeah. I wouldn't want a load of neon pink soldiers running through the screen, thanks.
I want to get fluorescent green hair.
Yeah. Now, I'm colouring my clothes and stuff at the moment, and something I actually realised later on, like only today I actually realised, although you choose what colour your clothes are and stuff here, like once you're actually in game as well, you can change what colour your clothes are, so you're not limited to what you pick.
You get dyes and stuff anyway.
Yeah, you can
dye in Guild Wars 1 you had to buy the dyes, but in Guild Wars 2 it doesn't cost you anything.
Brilliant.
No, you just go in and click it.
In this, you've got the basic starting ones that you can get from character creation, but I think I know I've picked up a couple of different coloured dyes, so I think you can actually get more colours of dyes. So later on into the game, you can find more dyes and you can dye your clothes more different colours.
I think that's personally like brilliant, because one of the things that's very limiting about MMOs, again I'm going back to WoW because it's the big example, when everyone even though like the epic legendary armors, they do look amazing, they're all like, when you get like a bunch of warriors all wearing them, there's no individuality, and it's really nice that Guild Wars gives you that option.
Yeah, they're all the same.
That was in Guild Wars 1 as well, though.
Yeah. Now, the final thing, which is kind of interesting about the character creation, is the personal story picking. So basically, every class will have a gear choice. So the Mesmer, which I'm showing here, has like a mask you pick. A Guardian will have like shoulder pads or something like that.
It's not necessarily gear, because the Necromancer one is it's facial features. It gives you either have a skull painted on your face, like glowy white eyes, or like these red tear things. That doesn't actually do anything for your stats though.
And the Ranger has the
animal pet.
The pet, yeah.
The Elementalist has a gem, which you can pick one for each of the 4 elements that you can use, and whichever one you pick, it strengthens that one.
That's cool. I haven't played anything with Elementalists.
It's not a major buff, but you can tell it's there. Like, I picked the air attunement, and I just stuck with electric as much as I could. Because they're under the same category.
Yeah.
You're just trying to pull off some unlimited power, aren't you?
Unlimited power! Yeah, it's kind of... It's pretty cool, just having that personal story, because those choices you do make in character creation actually affect you throughout the game. It affects how you play the game later on, like you get quests in game that change depending on what you actually pick there, so it's kind of...
Yep. There's also there's an option there for everyone where it's like you approach problems with either dignity, charm, or ferocity, and basically that gives you like a boost in that area. But the basic idea behind that is that the more you pick options that are ferocious or charming or dignified, it actually apparently adapts how NPCs react to you. Like if you're really ferocious, NPCs will be more intimidated by you and things like that.
Yeah.
Or at least so I've heard.
And I think when there are options for how you do that in chat, not only does it affect what you do, how people react to you, but if you have to do one of these and people might react badly to it, the more you do it, the better you get at it, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Like, you can intimidate better if you're more ferocious and stuff like that.
Yeah. And if you're more charming, then you charm people better, that sort of stuff. I've not really seen... Go for it.
I actually think I went with ferocity for like all of my characters apart from the necromancer, in which I went dignity.
In the lodges and halls.
I only played Necro, and I went ferocity, everything.
Yeah, I've only seen one quest, which I think it actually made a difference on. There's this one where you have to talk Ettins into helping you or something, and in that, the more charming you are, etc., the better chance you have of succeeding with that one. That's the only one I've seen where it's actually made a difference, but it's sort of... It's nice to have that. It's not a big difference, but it's sort of quite cool, really.
It makes the quest a little bit different, rather than having everyone having the same quest every time.
Yeah, yeah. And it can affect actually how well you do in that quest, because a lot of the times when I tried to do other options there, like if I tried to use ferocity when I've been charming the crap out of everyone, I'd just fail, and the Ettins would go, "No! Me kill you now!" It didn't work out so well for me.
I think I remember hearing you complaining about that on Raid Call. Was that the quest where you were just like, "Oh my god, no matter what I pick, these guys attack me"?
Yes, that's exactly the quest it was. Right, so I think that's a pretty good chat about the character creation. Any final comments? Anyone?
On character customization? Not really. I mean, I'm interested in seeing, because I don't know if you mentioned the only 3 races are currently available: the human, the Char, and the Norn. So I'm interested to see how the Azura and Sylvari customizations will be, because obviously they'll be almost the same, but there'll be a couple of differences.
I know they've got the models in game for them, because I've come across Sylvaris and Asuras just stood there, little shopkeepers and that.
Yeah,
but you can't tell a lot from them.
It's probably the starting zones they haven't done, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, because even like the difference, you've got Norm, which have the tattoos and stuff. Char have fur color, that sort of stuff. So it'll be kind of interesting to see. Yeah, kind of interesting to see what the actual personalized thing for the Asura and Sylvari are.
I think Sylvari will be the most interesting, with the fact that they're plant people. So I'll be interested to see exactly what kind of options they give you there.
Yeah, I've only seen female ones as well. I've never seen a male one, so it'll be quite interesting.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed with the height of the Sauras, though. I thought it'd be smaller.
You were expecting them to be far more agu than they currently are.
Yeah,
they're pretty damn small.
I've got the smallest character type, and it comes up to my waist.
Yeah,
that's pretty
I
small.
thought it comes up my knees.
I think
you were
no,
expecting like.
Yeah.
I think that's like
garden
impractically
gnomes.
small. That's like
I
impractically
want them to be
small.
tiny.
I'll find the footage I found of someone who had a pet Asura that small for you, and I'll include that at some point. Yeah.
In before I saw called Heimerdinger.
Oh god.
Yeah, good times. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's actually where we finished our conversation. So by all means, continue watching. I decided to throw in some extra footage just about just Char character creation, just showing you a lot of the stuff I didn't show in the first one, like what all the sliders do, at least for Char, because Char are probably the most different. The Norn and human are actually quite similar in character creation fashion. They do basically the same thing. Norn are just big humans with tattoos instead of other stuff. Char, however, are very different, so I decided I'd record some Char footage for you guys to watch if you want to, but by all means, if you're just here for the conversation, then go ahead and shut off now. Please remember to leave a like below the video and etc, etc, and thanks for watching. Bye.
I am a Char. In this world of constant battle, I am the deadliest weapon of all. I respect no authority but the clenched fist. With engines of destruction, we have killed our gods. We reclaimed our homeland of Ascalon, and we planted victory banners on the graves of our enemies. Yet, if we waver, it could slip through our claws. Victory, at any cost. The Blood Legion is my mother. The Blood Legion is my father. We Charr are born into battle. We live on the fields of war. And I will die fighting. I'm a soldier, a ground pounder, frontline infantry. I face the enemy head on. I've earned the respect of my comrades, and forged alliances I can call on in time of need. In the Blood Legion, we're taught the meaning of the word duty. We are relentless. Today, the soldiers of the Black Citadel assault the ghosts that plague this land. I've been assigned to reinforce the bulwark. Let the Ash Legion strike from the shadows. Let the Iron Legion build its machines of war. I will not stop fighting until the only thing left standing on the field of battle is me. This is my story.